President Barack Obama inherited a nation fighting 2 wars and facing an economic situation as bad as anything seen since the Great Depression. Jobs are being lost by the thousands, and personal savings are being wiped out. But the president had a message of hope for the country.
Today, I say to you that the challenges we face are real. They are serious and they are many. They will not be met easily or in a short span of time. But know this, America, they will be met.
Many NSU students are hoping right along with the president. Seniors have about 3 months left before they enter the job market.
I'm very optimistic. He's very active in getting in there in the office and handling, the issues that our country is facing right now. So I'm pretty optimistic that things are going to turn around.
I was ready for a change. I was so ready for Bush to get out of office, and I was just looking for something different, and I felt like he was the right candidate.
Realistically, there's not enough time for the economy to turn around before this year's graduating class moves on. Most, but not all, think the national change in leadership will eventually make a difference.
It was kind of exciting to see something new, an actual change from all the white honkies that's been elected from the last years,
January's U.S. presidential inauguration was watched with interest around the world. At NSU, there was a big turnout at the Net Building and UC. Patrick Fitzgibbon has a report.
Well, it's Inauguration Day, and Obama's victory has been overwhelmingly well received. But in a state that is still predominantly red, how do NSU students feel about it?
It's kind of a hopeful day for the world. Everybody's kind of excited about it, even if maybe not here in Oklahoma, in Europe, and
I am very excited, plus a little optimistic. I think it's really going to go off of his theme today. I hope he really talks about what he talked about in his campaign, which is hope and prosperity, and I really think he's going to deliver that to us.
For college students, change and hope is about the future, and when you come to college, when you come to a university like NSU, you're looking to better your future, doing something that will in turn benefit you and the community around you as well, which I think is what a lot of Barack Obama's message is about. Influencing the world around you.
On the national level, the inauguration was nothing short of monumental. Expressive phrases are in short supply to describe the moment. On the NSU front, the day was celebrated with an inaugural luncheon held by Student Affairs in the UC Ballroom. A full lunch was served while attendees watched the historical day unfold on a video projector.
Right now, the economy is my main concern. I hope he can do something about it. I know it's going to be past the first 100 days. It'll probably go into the first 3 years of his term as president of the United States. But I really hope that he can tackle this problem and come to some quick solutions, not hastily, but quickly.
I'm just worried that so many people have really negative feelings about the inauguration, especially in this part of the country. So I'm just worried that will hinder him in some way.
I'm hopeful that the financial plan that Barack Obama has for our country will definitely help college students be able to attend university, not have as much debt, not take out as many student loans.
Concerns are high among the student body. Regardless, today is a day of celebration. Many years ago, a dream was proposed in Washington, D.C. Today, it's finally been realized. Reporting for NSU News, I'm Patrick Fitzgibbon.
NSU President Don Betts has called upon NSU people to volunteer in the community. NSU faculty and staff answer the call at a Habitat for Humanity home building project. Over the years, Habitat has built 14 houses for people in need in Tahlequah. This is their 15th, just outside the city limits in Cherokee County.
We're trying to build a house a year, so we plan to finish this house in May. And then we'll wait through the hottest parts of the summer. We've learned from since 1990. We were formed in 1990. We've learned that it's hard to get people out in the dead of summer, so to speak. Here we are in the dead of winter, but the dead of summer, and so we start a new house. We'll start a new house next fall, or this 2009 fall, and work on it in a similar way over the fall and winter and spring, and finish up in May. At least that seems to be a model that we've kind of worked out.
At this house, on Martin Luther King Day, Habitat was helped by NSU faculty and student volunteers.
We're going to help build a house, I guess. I've never done it before.
We're working for Habitat for Humanity today, getting some community service hours in.
Is this your first time doing volunteer work?
No. We did a lot in high school, but I've never done anything for the Habitat for Humanity, so.
Yeah, this is my first for me. Building a house community service.
Yeah.
Coming up, all the Riverhawks sports with Israel Lister.
And a little later, NSU students in the kitchen without Rachel Ray.
Need something at the last minute? From Scantrons to sweatshirts and everything in between, the University Bookstore can take care of it. Located on the first floor of the UC, the University Bookstore has a friendly staff that will help you with all your needs. Don't have cash? No problem. Use your NSU student ID and charge payment to your account. Check out the store's new clothing line. We have shirts for the entire family. UC Bookstore. If we don't have it, you probably don't need it.
Get to a game, any game, just get there and show your support. NSU students are counting on you. Support your Riverhawks and get to a game.
The ice storm that blasted Cherokee County late last month didn't go away when the ice melted. In the midst of the storm, pretty as it was, things got downright treacherous as slick streets and ice-laden tree branches wreaked havoc for those attempting their daily commute. Heavy ice buildup caused both branches and power lines to fall, resulting in power outages around the county. Tahlequah was one of the areas hardest hit by the storm. Not only did trees fall, but students in the residence halls lost power.
I was at my boyfriend's and they have wood stoves, so we were cooking on the wood stoves and heating up water to take baths and stuff like that.
Well, after the power went out in the dorms, me and a few of my friends went and stayed with one of our sisters, and we just pretty much stayed there the whole week.
And NSU lost its $2 million dome. The facility, used primarily for indoor practices, collapsed and tore under the weight of the ice. Luckily, with the manufacturer's warranty, the dome was fixed within a few days.
The ice storm, the backup generator didn't kick on. When the electricity went out, it didn't come on, it comes down because it's air pressurized and it has to be maintained. And if it does come down, it just lays on the turf, no big deal if there's nothing on top of the canvas. But in this case, because it had ice on top of it, when that thing went down, it just forced it down hard and fast, and it ripped some areas over here in the southwest corner. It ripped some seams off. Okay, we're putting the weight equipment back together, putting it back in its place. We're going to redecorate a little bit. Something like this happens and we've got some dings and nicks and some punctured upholstery. But other than that, it's minor stuff. I mean, that's pretty minor considering what could have happened. So
classes were canceled 2.5 days on Tahlequah's campus, but as you can see, the cleanup will take much longer. Texas, all the way to the East Coast, was affected by this same storm. You may have heard of Guest Chef before, where faculty and staff cook up student favorites in the Market Cafe. Well, this semester, Sodexo gave students the opportunity to take the heat themselves. 4 students participated in the cooking challenge. This involved bringing recipes from home and cooking them for the student body. After tasting each student's recipe, those in the cafe were able to vote on their favorite. Dejan Jordan's peach cobbler and ice cream ended up winning the competition. Participants hope Sodexo will consider making Student Guest Chef an annual event. And don't go anywhere, Israel Lister is up next with NSU Sports.
He'll give us highlights of NSU basketball teams and tennis.